Today we are reviewing the Choucas Pro climbing harness from Blue Ice. Hello again, I'm Jason. Blue Ice is a company born underneath the mountains of Chamonix, France. And while they do produce some rock-specific gear, they also produce excellent equipment for high alpine environments. With that in mind, I spent a few seasons taking their Choucas Pro climbing harness out on all sorts of missions. It's designed for technical alpine ascents where you need to be weight conscious, but also need to be able to carry some gear. First, it truly is light. My size medium weighs only 140 grams or just under 5 ounces. On the approach to the climb, I don't notice it in my pack. While you can find ski mountaineering harnesses that weigh less, including other options from Blue Ice, you won't find a harness that weighs just more than half of a performance competition climbing harness, but which also carries gear this well. It has 4 gear loops and 4 slots for ice screws. It even has a haul loop, and while that's nice and all, it really doesn't matter if you can't get your equipment racked, carried, and unracked comfortably. So I took it out trad climbing and loaded it down, and it managed the gear remarkably well. I didn't have problems getting to the right equipment or getting the piece I needed unclipped. The gear loops have a semi-rigid tubing in them, helping them keep their shape to facilitate that amount of gear. Of course, clipping and unclipping wasn't as smooth as with rigid gear loops, but it was certainly far easier than those made with only fabric. I was also surprised by how well the waist belt held its shape. Given the breathable mesh that helps keep me from overheating under that harness, I was surprised it didn't compress or fold under the weight of all that gear. The waist belt and leg loops have these sections that are reinforced, resisting any compression, and they do the job of keeping the material from folding under that heavy use. Those sections of reinforcement go a long way to improving the comfort of the harness while hanging in it as well. By keeping a wider surface, my weight gets distributed nicely and I don't feel the material dig into me, even if I'm not wearing an alpinist's many layers of clothing. Speaking of reinforcement, it has a thin but full aperture reinforced belay loop, and the hard points are similarly reinforced. While they probably aren't thick enough to withstand repetitive projecting on rock routes, they certainly have held their own through a couple of seasons of heavy use, showing little wear. The waist buckle is easy to pull and adjust with gloves. The thin profile also keeps the waist out of the way of the hand pockets on my jacket. Of course, having only one buckle saves weight compared to having 2 buckles on the waist, but it also means you end up with gear loops that are not symmetrically situated on your hips once you have the waist tightened. The leg loop openings minimize metal, saving weight, while still being able to fully open so you can put the harness on with crampons or skis already attached to your feet. Although the leg loops aren't adjustable, so you will want to consider your thigh dimensions and not just your waist dimensions. And the drop seat buckle lets you do your business while still being tied in. It keeps a low profile and is easy to walk in. I even carried out a heavy camp pack over it without noticing it was on. In all, the Choucas Pro proved to be a surprisingly comfortable and amazingly versatile harness. While it is certainly designed for multi-pitch alpine climbs in all conditions, its surprising comfort, ability to rack gear, and features has allowed me to push it beyond its design applications. Would I make this my everyday cragging harness? Probably not, as the thinner materials may wear out from that kind of use. But if I were to say go on a trip and not know what type of climbing I would be doing on any one particular day, I'd take the Choucas Pro and feel confident that I could handle whatever genre of climbing was thrown at me, from crag days to multi-pitch rock to alpine missions to light and fast ski tours. Thanks for coming to the end of this video. Please hit that like button to help us get it in front of others. Please ring that bell and subscribe, and you can check out our website at shortguysbetaworks.com to find gear lists, all of our videos, and additional thoughts and information. What technical climbing gear is your go-to piece of equipment? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.